Hi everyone, how are you this Tuesday afternoon? My name is Bess McCarty. I'm the founder and coach with the MLM Millionaire Club, School for Network Marketers, making network marketing simple. And today I wanted to share with you a little bit about what we do in the MLM Millionaire Club. This month we are mastering communication. And so I wanted to share some really valuable tips with you that I've been using for 30 years with communication. Four very, very simple steps to handle any situation that comes up in your professional life. And that's important. Why? Because it said that all problems are communication problems. So what if you could iron those out and come off professionally as a pro, diplomatically, come off real clean and smooth in any difficult situation that you run into. So that's what these 4 simple steps are about, which I'll share in just a moment. I want to welcome Vivi. How are you doing? Anyone else that is watching this and after we're finished and they're watching the replay, I'd love for you to write that in there so that I can know that you did watch the replay. And if you'd like to write in where you're from, I'd love to welcome you from there. Are you still in Denmark, Vivi? So welcome. And here is the book I'd like to show you. This is called, if you can see that, Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Compassion, written by Marshall Rosenberg. And I have been a student of Marshall's for over 30 years. This is the best book that I recommend as a counselor, as a coach. It's the best book that I can recommend for communication. And it's 4 very simple steps, but it's been tried and true for many, many years that he's been teaching this, including he's been a peacemaker in the Middle East between warring countries. So he has literally saved lives, Marshall has. I don't think there's a picture. Oh, there he is. Okay, there's Marshall. Yeah. Marshall Rosenberg, wonderful man, creative, caring, loving teacher that has taught this. So welcome, David. Welcome, Francisco. Awesome, you guys. Hey, whoever's a network marketing pro here, why don't you write pro in there? Because I'm proud of you. If you consider yourself a network marketing professional, I believe everybody here is. So love for you to proclaim yourself. A network marketing professional is one who represents themselves and the profession in a good way, telling the truth, helping people, being dependable, all the good things, all the ethics that we appreciate in business. So thank you for being a network marketing professional. Hello, Judith. Welcome. So this book, Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Compassion, I know it as compassionate communication. And here's the 4 simple steps. Francisco considers himself a pro. Yes, absolutely. I know this because he is consistent in his reaching out to people and serving people and calling people. And Ram, welcome. Welcome. Okay, 4 steps to this communication step, which I call compassionate communication. 4 steps is 1, note what's going on. Number 2, say the feelings. Number 3, the needs. And number 4, the requests. So I'll go through this again. The first step is the observation of what's happening, description of that. Number 2, feelings. 3, needs. 4, requests. And I'll explain a little bit about these. Ram says, hi. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Would you like to type in where you're from? That would be really fun to know. So, compassionate communication. This helps in business and in personal life, family and friends and everything, or even in the office or anywhere. But this especially for network marketers today. And so the 4 steps, the first step again is that observation. And these 4 steps that I just mentioned, they make the communication clean. People get into problems with communication when they find themselves falling into judging, criticizing, assessing, blaming, demanding. And this keeps the communication clean of those things. And it sticks with your own observation, your own feelings, your own needs, and your own requests, you see? So there's no blame or demand or judgment in there. When there is those other things, blame, judgment, demand, criticism, people get defensive. And they will counter you. And they will not do what you want them to do. In other words, if you want help with something and you criticize somebody, they're going to be busy reacting to that criticism. So they're not going to be able to help you like you want or give you what you're requesting, right? So if we stay away from the judgments and the assessments. Hello, David is from Trinidad. Welcome. Glad you're here. I love that we can join each other across the globe. Okay, so the first step was the observation, right? And that has to be free of any judgments or criticisms or anything like that. And here's a little example. If, let's say that your upline communicates with your team without asking you permission and says, okay, we're all going to do this and this and this. You could say to them, instead of, you could say, what's wrong with you with bypassing me and talking to my team? You didn't ask me about this. Or you could say, when you butted in, but those are all judgment things, right? So you can just say in a neutral way. And a trick to doing this first step is to say it like a newspaper reporter would, just observing neutrally, observing the behavior, period, without assessing it or anything like that. And so you could say, when you contacted my team to rally them for a project that you're doing without communicating it to me first that you were going to be contacting, or that you wanted to contact my team and get my input on this too. So that would be a neutral description that they can't argue with, because it was just the facts, nothing but facts, ma'am. Right? So you're just stating that the neutral, observable facts, and that keeps it neutral without any blame or judgment in there with it. Okay, step number 2 is the feelings. And this is important because that's how the person understands you, and that's where the compassion comes in, when you are vulnerable enough to speak your feelings. And so what you could say about that, hi, Melissa, awesome. Good to see you here. How's everybody? Hi to your family. So the second step is feelings. And that lets you be vulnerable, lets them, gives them a chance to care about you and have that compassion. So you could say, when you contacted my team to enlist them in your project without checking with me about that or getting my feelings about that, I felt frustrated, I felt annoyed, I felt angry, I felt sad, or whatever is the truth for you that you felt. And so that's important to say the feelings. That owns it, and it takes away that blame again. It keeps it clean. And Francisco says, hello, people. All right, third step is the need underneath that. And so then you can say, when you didn't contact me, I felt frustrated because I want the respect of being considered in how you talk to my team. So the need would be respect, right? To check with you. This is your people that you've recruited. So that would be the third step, is the need. And the last step is the request. Remember, this is not a demand. And it does not attack the person, but it just says very simply, next time, would you be willing to check with me before you communicate with my team? So very simple, right? That's the observation, the feeling, the need, and the request. And that's very different than if you just clam up and you simmer with this and then it explodes out to them in some other way with anger or actions that, either you avoid them or you kind of attack them, or you're talking to other people about them, and you say, you know, they're controlling, they're bossy. So that doesn't get you what you want, which is for them to check with you next time. So how can you get that if you don't talk with them, or if you talk bad about them, or you talk bad to them? So that's why I think a lot of people say that all problems are communication problems. That we keep that clean, that we own it. You know, we speak our own feelings, needs, and requests, rather than talk about them and say, you are bossy, you are controlling, or you know, put them down in any way, or judge, criticize, or demand. And welcome, Kelly. So good to see you. What we're doing is we're talking right now about a 4-step communication system called Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. I know it as compassionate communication, same thing. They called it both things. And this has the 4 steps of speaking the observation of the behavior, your feelings, your needs, and your requests. And it keeps the communication clean of the negative things that people react to, like judgments, blames, demands. And it's hard not to judge, isn't it? I find myself doing that all the time, judging myself or even other people. So it's hard to see things more neutrally and logically, and remember to ask for what you want rather than attack the person. This is online. I highly recommend you get it. It's been my go-to book for 30 years as a counselor and a coach and a teacher, and recommending this to people. These are some of the things we learn in the MLM Millionaire Club that we're practicing right now as Mastering Communication this month. And wanted to let you know that I have a very wonderful Black Friday special. I'll post it in the link when we're finished here. And it is a 75% discount for the MLM Millionaire Club, my school for network marketers. And we're going to have an open enrollment week where you can take advantage of the 75% off for the school, and you can fix it's a monthly recurring membership. You can fix your rate for good that way. So I'll post that in the comments. And I have a second Black Friday special, and that is my Always Get a Yes book and practice course. And thank you for the likes and loves, everybody. By the way, if you've gotten value today, I invite you to write in what you found most valuable in learning this communication. And I'd love to hear what the most valuable thing to you was. And if you know someone who can use this, like your teammates, I'd love if you share that with them, because I want to reach as many people as we can. So welcome, Marilyn. That is awesome to see you here. Teaching about communication today, by the way, people who just joined. And to help with that communication, I wrote a wonderful little book. It's a 30-minute read book called Always Get a Yes. And it tells how to connect with people and give that listening and the empathy and the right questions and the right comments so that they get hungry for what you have to offer before you offer them the food or the solution to their problems that you hear. So this book, The Needs, Francisco wrote. I'm not sure what the needs is about, what your comment is about. Oh, the needs, that's what you got the most out of today. Yes. Yeah, the needs. What we're needing. That can be respect, support, encouragement, validation, skills, learning. There can be a lot of different needs. The second item, yes, yeah. So we speak our observation of what's happening that's bothering us, the problem. Second, the feelings. Third, the needs and our needs. And fourth, our request, what we're wanting. And that helps people to have compassion for us or understanding for us. They cannot have, and to consider doing what we want them to do. They cannot grant our request if they are busy defending themselves, if they've been called or judged or demanded, and then that takes up their energy. They have to respond to that instead of what we really want. So compassionate communication respects the other person, keeps the communication clean, puts out your request real clearly and gives them an opportunity to consider if they want to grant that request. And I was about to tell you about the second Black Friday special, which I'll post in the link, and that is my book, Always Get a Yes. So it's perfect for communicating with people like we're talking about today. And that comes with, the book comes with 4 really valuable bonuses and 8 practice sessions live with me and a group to practice the scripts in the Always Get a Yes book. So who wouldn't like to always get a yes? And who wouldn't like to get good at it? So I think you need 2 things. You need the scripts, and then you need the practice sessions. And this course provides both. It's normally a $300 course I'm offering right now for only $17. Some of you already have it. So I will post that as well for 2 Black Friday specials. Thank you for being here. Going to sign off. I'm heading out the door to GoPro in a couple hours. Love to see you there. If I'll see Kelly there. I hope we can sit together, Kelly. Love to talk with you. Always a pleasure to be in your presence. And anyone else going? Love to see you there. Put your name down, and maybe we find each other by phone or meet or by Facebook message. Thank you for sitting in. Thank you for learning this and bringing good communication to the world. Teach your team. Share this video with them. And I hope you do consider getting the book. It can solve a lot of business problems. And Francisco says, thank you. Wish you a wonderful GoPro event. And Roy is watching. Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. Going to sign off now and get ready to fly. And we'll see you all next time, next Tuesday. Bye-bye.